In this video, I will be sharing with you the top 7 things that I believe you need to know when you are looking or reviewing your HOA or condo documents. Part of the home buying process includes the buyer receiving these documents, and if as a buyer you are not in agreement or you feel like these are just regulations that I will not be able to abide to, then as per the law in Virginia, you have up to 3 days in which you can make that decision. And once you've made that decision that you do not want to proceed with the buying of the home, you are able to get out of that contract and not go through with the buying of that home. So I want you to stay tuned and let's go over some of these 7 things that I want you to be aware of. Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, Lifestyles of Northern Virginia. I'm Eunice Johnson, a licensed realtor based right here in Northern Virginia. And of course, if this is your first time here, you are welcome. I absolutely love having new people around here. And please do consider subscribing to my channel. This way you will be notified of all my content. I upload my content on a weekly basis. And what I do is I talk a lot about the real estate market right here in Northern Virginia, the different lifestyles to expect around here, all the different neighborhoods we have around here, and just literally so much more, like where to go and eat, fun things to do. You get it. All right, so today I want to share with you these 7 things that I usually look for, and I ask my home buyers to also look out for once they receive the HOA or condo documents once they receive their documents for review. A lot of times I meet a lot of buyers who say, but Eunice, why should I even really look at these? And these like standard or just, pretty much the same everywhere. But they don't. They are not just a standard document across all communities. So I want you to stay. Let me lay it all out for you before you make that decision. All right, so let's get to it. The first thing that I want you to look at, you want to look at lawsuits. As a buyer, you want to know if the HOA or the condo community has any pending lawsuits. This is good information for you to know, and it doesn't really mean this could be a deal breaker. But like I said, you still want to be informed and you still want to know. The other thing with lawsuits also is you want to make sure that your lender knows. You want to make sure that you inform your lender to make sure that this does not affect your financing. The second thing you want to look at is your HOA or condo violations. So as a home seller, the seller will have their property inspected by the HOA or whoever represents them. And if there are any violations, the HOA will tell the seller that there are violations to the rules. At that point, the seller has to make those repairs before they can sell the home. So from a buyer's standpoint, what you want to do is you want to make sure that there are no violations, and if there are any violations, you want to make sure that the seller is responsible for fixing those, and that after they've been fixed, the HOA has had the opportunity to go back and verify that yes, now everything is good. You want to make sure that all these things are done before closing. Now, we've been having a very hot seller's market here in Northern Virginia. As of May 2021, when I'm doing this video, I will tell you one of the strategies for winning in a bidding war is a lot of buyers have been offering to pay for some of these repairs if there are any repairs. So it's no longer being paid by the seller, but it's going to be paid by you as the buyer. The third thing you want to look at is the meter minutes. I ask buyers to look at these because From the HOA minutes, you can see what the current issues are. You know what the community has raised, how they have raised these issues, how long these issues have been raised, and how is the HOA planning to resolve these. The other thing that you will get from the minutes are things like, are there any upcoming updates? And if they are, have these already been funded, or if they have not yet been funded? So basically it gives you a sense of where the community is at. The fourth thing you want to look at is the rules and regulations. Now this gives you a whole lot of information and policies on things like parking, trash, use of amenities. So usually I say, if there is any specific question you want to know about the policy or the rules surrounding the community, this is a good place to go and search for it. For example, you may say, Eunice, I have an RV. Can I park that on my driveway? This is a good place to go and look for that information. The fifth thing you want to look at is maintenance requirements. Is there a requirement for annual inspections, or rather, what owner maintenance requirements have been set up by the HOA? You want to know this information because ultimately that's going to affect the finances in terms of for you to upkeep your home. The sixth thing you want to look at is the HOA dues. You want to take a close look at the history of those dues. Has it consistently been going up every year? If it has, what is the annual or the usual percentage increase? Since you're going to be a homeowner, you're going to be paying HOA or condo fees. So you just want to know how much to expect in terms of increases on a yearly basis. And then of course, the last thing you want to look at is the HOA Financials. You want to know whether or not the Homeowners Association is collecting adequate funds from its homeowners to cover all the regular bills that it is responsible for paying. You also want to just really determine whether there is enough money that has been put into the HOA reserves for any rainy days. So in order for you to do that, you have to take a closer look at the financial statements and the budgets, just to make sure that everything is in order and this is a good standing HOA or condo association. Well, that is it from me this week. And if you are even considering buying a home right here in Northern Virginia, please do reach out and let us connect, let us chat, let us see whether you and I could be a good match to work together. And other than that, have yourselves a great week and see you on the next one.